Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into the channel Joe Rocks. Hope that you are doing well. Today, not doing necessarily an unboxing. I do a lot of unboxings. Um, I know, but today this is just a haul video. My most recent haul of the last few weeks. Stuff that just filling in holes in my collection, certain bands and stuff. I got a collection of classic rock and some death and some, well, not just death metal but metal in general. And yeah, it's CD and vinyl. So let me start with the metal stuff that I got. So let me start with the metal stuff that I got. First thing I picked up was Death's album Human, the reissue from a few years ago. I did not have this. This is my favorite Death album, by the way. I did not have this. I do have Leprosy and Spiritual Healing and Scream Bloody Gore. I do have those. I don't have any of those, like Individual Thought Patterns. Those at later albums. And but yeah, I picked this up. This is my favorite Death album. So I absolutely wanted this. I don't know why I never picked this up. And it's not a gatefold or anything. It's just a single. Yeah, I pulled out the insert already. I'm sure any Death fans out there already have this, so I have it now. That was it for metal albums, but as far as CDs go, I picked up Merciless Artillery from Whip Striker, the Brazilian speed metal or thrash kind of death metal band, or maybe blackened thrash. But these guys are from Brazil, like I said. They have a new album coming out called Cry of Extinction. Actually, I believe next week comes out, so I got that on pre-order from Hell's Headbangers. I am familiar with a few of their albums. Only Filth Will Prevail, Satanic Metal Army, and I can't remember the other one. I think it's Hate. So this one I did not have, and their CDs are not easy to find because I'm guessing they only produced a certain amount and they're not reissued or anything like that. So you find them secondhand or through like international sellers. So they are hard to find as far as the physical copies, but you're still able to download like from Bandcamp or Hell's Headbangers as far as that band goes. Also, I picked up 2 discs from Arab Altor. I hope I'm saying that. The kind of Viking Doom death band that I believe are from Sweden. Their new one, I'm not going to pronounce the name because I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce it. I don't want to butcher it. But their new one I picked up. It's really good, and I really enjoy it. These are the 2 that came out previously. Jartekin, I believe is how you say it. And then Vargtiman. So I know I'm not saying it right, and I apologize. But I am familiar with the album that came out right before this one, which I'm not going to try to pronounce. So I have known about them. I haven't checked out every single album, but their more recent stuff I'm a little more familiar with. Also, WARLUNG is stoner doom band. They are on Heavy Psych Sounds Records. They have a new album coming out, or I think it was just released, and I did have it on pre-order, so I am getting mine in the mail soon. I believe it was released on Valentine's Day. It's called The Poison Touch. So I got the vinyl and I got the CD, but these 2 I did not have in my collection. Sleepwalker and Optical Delusions. So I picked these 2 up. So really good stoner doom band. So Alright, that's as far as the metal goes that I picked up. I also picked up War. This is the classic rock stuff. I'm a fan of War. I remember them as a kid. My parents and family members listening to them. This is live in Japan, 1974. So I believe this would have been after they made the album I can't remember the name. I think it's Deliverance. I'm not 100% sure on that album. But they have The World is a Ghetto, All Day Music, of course the self-titled War, and then they have the two previous ones that they did with Eric Burden of the Animals. Eric Burden Declares War and Black Man's Burden. So I wanted to pick up this live one. This is newly reissued. It's never been issued before that I'm aware of. And it's a 2 CD set, live in Japan. So this is just a little background on that time period when they were releasing it, when they had done these shows, this tour. Yeah. Alright. Now as far as the albums I got, the Doobie Brothers, What Were Once Habits Are Now Vices. I am a fan of the Doobie Brothers, just particularly the Tom Johnson era. I do enjoy the Michael McDonald era, but not as much as the earlier albums with Tom Johnson. Although Taking It to the Streets is a very good album, and it's probably one of my favorites. But this was released last year, was reissued last year, and I didn't know. Somehow I didn't know, and I had gone on Amazon, and I was just checking to see if anything had been reissued, and yes, I found it finally. It was reissued I think in December. So, and it was on clear vinyl, which was awesome. So this is my favorite Doobie Brothers album. I'm guessing this was Rhino. This was released by Rhino, so, and Warner Music Group. I do have The Captain and Me, and I do have Toulouse Street. So this is another one I wanted to get. I do want to get Taking It to the Streets. That was reissued a couple years ago, so I may still pick that up. Also, the Eagles' self-titled debut. I picked that up as well. Now they did something kind of weird with this. So you open it, alright. Now this I didn't know, because this has been out for a while. I think these reissues of the Eagles have been out for a while. Because of the way the picture is, the album's in here. And this polyline sleeve. And then you have the other album insert, this, which may have been the original, the replica of the original. It's over the album sleeve, and then it folds out like this, which I thought was kind of weird because this is the picture. Like, it's them, the band on the bottom there. So it's kind of neat. I've never seen anything like that before. But I also thought it was broken when I first got it until I took everything out and unfolded it, and I'm like, well, it's supposed to be all one picture. So whether or not the original release was like that, I have no clue. But yeah, that's how it came. So fold it back up. It does seem like a kind of a pain in the ass, but I thought it was kind of neat, you know, and I'm just glad that the album wasn't, I thought was just broken, I was going to have to return it, but I think that's exactly how it was meant to be, this reissue. So. And I believe this is, these Eagles were in 2015, their albums were reissued, so. I do have, On the Border, One of These Nights, Hotel California, and I don't have The Long Run. And I do have Desperado. I do have that one also. So, Coda, Led Zeppelin. I had this when I was a kid. An aunt got it for me for Christmas one year. It came out in 1982. I just got into Led Zeppelin like the year before. I was like 12 years old. So I did have this one time. I have no clue what happened to my albums, but yeah, this is pretty much like the original, except the original cover I remember being a little bit lighter than this. So, but the same gatefold and the pictures on the inside. So these are part of the reissues from that Jimmy Page did in 2014 and 2015, I believe. So when they reissued the catalog on CD and vinyl, remastered and everything. So I guess this isn't technically a studio album, although it kind of is. It's just a collection of songs that they had never used on any of their albums before. I Can't Quit You Baby was on Led Zeppelin 1, which is on here as well. But that's like I don't know if that's like a live recording from like a studio, not a studio, but like a warm-up before a show or something. That might be from that. But yeah. So this actually completes my collection, my Led Zeppelin. I have all their stuff on vinyl, all their studio albums on vinyl. The Led Zeppelin one, I have the box set. I have the box set, and I wanted that because it was a CD and vinyl box set, and it came with the live show, which I wanted. So, all right, then these were recently released and reissued. Creedence Clearwater Revival. These are all reissued on color vinyl, the whole catalog, including Mardi Gras. John Fogerty, a couple years ago, I believe. So I am opening these for the first time. A couple years ago, got access to his back catalog again. He's now has the major control of his back catalog, although it's still under whoever owns it. It was sold to, I think it's called Concord Music. I'm not 100% sure. But it was sold from Fantasy Records' Saul Zaentz, who was the guy that signed Creedence Clearwater Revival in the 60s. And he owned the rights, the majority rights to all their music. And John Fogerty was pretty much the main songwriter of the band. They broke up after Mardi Gras when a couple of the other members wanted equal rights writing, or equal equal royalties from writing songs as well, even though they really didn't write any of the songs. And John Fogerty said okay, and to a lot of people it became one of the worst Creedence Clearwater Revival albums ever. It's not a bad album for me personally, in my opinion. But it is not as good as what came out previously. That's just my opinion. Although there are some really good songs on it. Even a couple of the songs that were written by the other members, Doug Clifford and Stu Cook. So Tom Fogerty, who was another member of the band, was not on that album. He had left the band by that time. So I got three, which are my three favorites. Cosmo's Factory, which I just opened. Green River, and Born in the Bayou. I may get the other ones, I'm not 100% sure. I got these through Experience Vinyl. I may get the other ones, I'm not sure. All I know is these are my three favorites, so I may just stick with these. And nothing against the other ones. William the Poor Boy is good. Poor Boys is good. The debut is pretty good. I do like Pendulum. I do like Mardi Gras, like I said, but it's just what came out previously is better. So, of course, this is Green River, which has Lodi on it, and that's probably one of my favorites. That is absolutely one of my favorite Creedence songs. Of course, this is on green vinyl. What else was at the end? And last, War on the Bayou. None of these are gatefold, they're all single. I'm going to try and save the stickers, we'll see. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't, depending on how I get them off the plastic. So, by Born on the Bayou. Bayou Country. No inserts or anything, just the sleeves. I'm glad they're in polyline sleeves. Orange. Very nice. So yeah, whether or not he's going to be releasing these on CD, I would imagine at some point maybe they will release these on CD and updated remasters. I think the last remasters are from 2008 or 2009 as far as the CDs go. So yeah, now that he has major control of his music back again, and he's getting all his royalties, we'll see. So I do have the 2000, like I said, 2008 or 2009, I can't remember the exact year. I do have the CDs for those. So we'll see if I get that. Maybe he'll do deluxe editions of all of them. Maybe there'll be a huge box set with the full catalog. So we'll see. They did do a box set back in 2000, which he wasn't a part of. That was released by Fantasy Records at the time, and it included some demos. It included stuff from their previous stuff before Creedence, when they were called the Gollywogs, and I think there was another band. They went by another band name, but Gollywogs was the more popular one, and it included some stuff off of that. So, but anyway, that's it. That's my most recent haul. I thank you for tuning in. I just wanted to say to my subscribers, thank you very much for subscribing. I hope to do some different videos here in the coming year. Like my favorite rock and metal albums from different bands and things like that. I'm very heavy into metal, as you can tell by some of my videos. So I'm thinking about doing my favorite thrash albums, my top 10 thrash albums. So it's just so many people do them, and you don't want to, sometimes you don't want to sit through another my favorite this and my favorite that video, but they are fun to see people's perspectives, so I look at it that way. But so again, thanks for tuning in, and catch you in the next video.